Hey guys, today's video is really exciting. I'm going to be sharing with you guys a new skincare brand. If you know me, you know I love me some skincare. This one is so special because I can really relate to the products, the brands, the values, everything about this. And if you've been following me on stories on Instagram, which you should be, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to be talking about a new skincare brand called Avrani. I'm going to share their products with you and talk about them and share with you what I love about them. I just kind of gave away how I feel, so... But anyway, I have something else exciting to share with you at the end of the video, so stick around till then. If you want to hear more about this, then stick around. Avrani is a skincare startup brand which basically incorporates all the traditional Indian beauty secrets that have been passed down from generations to generations, and they've basically modernized it for the everyday woman today. Although as a startup company, they're not trying to create something new and just sell you something. They seem so genuine in their approach of trying to bring Indian beauty secrets into the mainstream light, which I'm not sure about you, but when you try over-the-counter products, say from like Sephora or something, you feel like they have an effect on you, and then you try like something that you've created in your own kitchen and it just doesn't have that, you know what I mean? It just doesn't level up to what you can buy at the store sometimes. And I feel like they've basically taken everything that we know from our mums, our grandmas, our aunties, and they've leveled it up to meet what you can find in the store. That's something that I felt when I used the products. I felt like it's so high end. Give this a couple of years, you're going to see this in Sephora or Space NK. I just feel like they've done such a good job in starting to bring Indian beauty secrets into the Western world. And it's not your typical skincare brand where you just apply it and it becomes a routine. They are so set in their ways of creating a ritual. So do something that feels right for you, comes from within. It's not looking left, right and center to see what other people are doing. It's generally trying to create few products that you can actually use on a day-to-day basis and make into your own ritual. It's about making you feel like the best you. Even though you might have differences, it's a way to celebrate them and just be the best you. And I just love the way that on their packaging, they've got this kind of like slogan, which is celebrating traditions while challenging the expectations from it. And it's just something that I do in my day-to-day life. I question everything I do. I feel like this brand embodies my values. I feel like the brand owner, I think her name is Rushi? I'm hoping saying that right. Her story is basically the same as mine. She has these Indian traditions, these Indian cultures, these Indian rituals. Her day-to-day life seems like she's American, just like the way that my day-to-day life, I'm very British. I feel like she has the same kind of story as mine, where I try to use all these like raw ingredients and try to create my own skincare and my own hair care at home. There's almost like a little battle to try and find an easier way to do it, and I feel like this is exactly what I'm looking for. They also categorize them as holistic beauty, so they're basically not just about what you put on your skin, but about what you eat, how you take care of yourself, how much you rest, and a combination of how you do those things, kind of like self-care. So a bit about the product is it's made with all natural Indian inspired ingredients. It's free from mineral oil and other parabens, sulfates and synthetic fragrances. They have traditional Indian skin loving ingredients. It's sourced sustainably and made in the US, and it's cruelty free. So like I said before, Avrani are really focused on creating rituals instead of routines. I get so many people say to me like, Sim, I don't know how you do your routine. Sometimes I feel like I'm too lazy to do it, sometimes I just can't be bothered to do it. And I feel like the way that they've represented rituals against routines really comes from within, rather than looking outside, seeing what other people are doing. It has to mean something to you to want to do it. It's not just because you see other people doing a skincare routine. It has to come from inside. It's focused on your needs, your processes, how much time you have. Like, it's all about you. Currently they have 4 products for their ritual: the Activating Exfoliator, the Softening Hydra Whip, Balance Restoring Serum, the Eye Rejuvenating Elixir. So let's start off with the Glow Activating Exfoliator. The main ingredients in this are turmeric, neem, jojoba and honey. This is a dual purpose cleanser and mask that gently exfoliates, brightens, resurfaces and evens the skin tone. I've been able to use this twice since I've received it, and both times I've had the same experience, and that is, you know, when you want to really exfoliate your skin but then you try to create products with ingredients that you've got at home and it just doesn't quite get there. This takes it up to the level of something that you would buy in a high-end store like Selfridges, Sephora, Space NK. It really hits a nail on the head. First of all, it smells really fresh, and it kind of smells like how I would make it at home, which is really comforting. But when I applied it, I felt like it had a tingling sensation which kind of went down after a while, but it really is an active exfoliator, and I felt like it was really working on my skin. It wasn't the type, like, you know how some of them really burn your eyes because they're too strong? It wasn't that strong, but it was still strong enough that it was having an effect on my skin. On the packaging, it's got some really cute stories of how this product was inspired. It says, have you ever been to an Indian wedding? One tradition involves a haldi ceremony where family and friends shower the couple with a mixture of turmeric, oil and water. This ancient ritual blesses the marriage. Turmeric leaves the bride and groom glowing, literally. So this reminds me of my wedding. So when I was getting married, my mum wanted to do all of these traditions and all these rituals, and the haldi ceremony is something that I've been against my entire life, because when I was growing up I was told that the reason they do this is to make the bride and groom fairer and more beautiful. Growing up as a brown girl, I just felt like I wasn't beautiful enough because I wasn't fair enough. So this ritual kind of made me feel like it wasn't for me from the very beginning. So I knew that when I was getting married I would never have this ceremony. I just don't agree with the meaning behind it. Had you told me it was because it was going to help me glow, I would have slathered my whole body in haldi, trust me. But because I wasn't into skincare back then the way I am now, so I hadn't really researched ingredients on my own. But yeah, like I said, the meaning for this ritual was to make the bride and groom fairer. So my mum being my mum, on the day that I was supposed to have the ceremony and I didn't organise it, she came into my hotel room. We got married in Thailand. She came into my hotel room and she was like, I don't feel comfortable with you not having your Maya and you not having this haldi put on you. I was like, Mum, I just don't agree with it. Please just understand that I don't want to do this. Everything else you've wanted for the wedding, I've agreed to, and I've not even set up anything. There's no location, there's no food, there's no outfit, there's no nothing for this. Like, I didn't prepare for this in the slightest because I didn't want it. And she was like, no, but I still feel uncomfortable that it's not happening. I just want to see this happen to you. And I was like, Mum, it's not happening. She basically bought a tube with the haldi paste in it, and she was like, I bought this tube, I wanted to put it on you. I was like, why did you buy that? I told you we weren't going to do this. And she said, yeah, but I know, I thought you might change your mind, so I bought it anyway. I don't want to waste it. And I was like, you don't have to waste it, you can use it when you go back. Just use it on yourself. And before I knew it, my mum had opened the tube, taken out some of the haldi, and launched on me, and basically slathered it over my face and sung folk tunes. It was only me and her in the room. I swear to God, 100% I ate some of that product because I was in so much shock, my mouth was open. But it wasn't just a small launch. I was sitting on the bed when she came at me and she literally pushed my body back, sat on me and like really slathered my face up. You know, when we talk about it, we laugh so much, but every time I think of this turmeric mix, it takes me back to the day when my mum launched on me in my room. So anyway, so this formula is inspired by haldi and it's got so many antioxidants in there, and it's basically to help leave you glowing. And it's so nice because it says we don't need special occasions to feel beautiful and enjoy life. What if we approached every day as one to celebrate? How cute is that? I love that. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, when I applied the mask, I basically left it on for about 5 to 10 minutes and it dried down. Not in a clay mask kind of way. I felt like it almost sunk into my skin, and then on top it had all of the excess stuff which helps to exfoliate you. So I washed it off, and I felt like as I was washing it off, it was just removing all the dead skin cells because it had these kind of small beads in there. I don't know if you could see from here. Yeah, you can. Can you see those small beads? They sat on top of my skin, and I felt like as I was washing it away, they were helping to remove any of the dead skin that was sitting on top of my skin. It felt different because it wasn't the type of mask that leaves you dry. It was so hydrating and so glowy that I almost didn't need to put on something else to give me that glow. It was all from this. Turmeric is such a powerful antioxidant, and I don't understand why it's not known across other cultures, but I feel like Indians really know the value of turmeric. We put it in most of our food. We have it when we're not feeling well. We put it on our skin. There's just so many great benefits to turmeric. It helps with dryness, roughness, redness, irritation. It's such a powerful ingredient. It's also got neem, which is an ingredient that I researched more after I got married because my mother-in-law is so into using neem for her skincare and her hair care, and it's such a powerful antioxidant. It protects the skin from forming free radicals. Free radicals basically aid an aging process in our skin. So by using neem in your skincare is going to help defend against your skin from producing those free radicals. And then of course the honey in here is what makes it so hydrating. It draws the moisture into the skin. It's got such good antibacterial properties. We use it in so many things across our food, our skincare, our hair care, in our medicines, everything. It helps to prevent the buildup of bacteria. It fights off any imbalances and minimizes your breakouts. Step 2 is the balance restoring serum. This basically removes any toxins, minimizes pores, basically balances your skin barrier back to normal. It's got tea tree oil, which is so good for you. It's got cucumber extract, chamomile chamomile flowers and witch hazel. Tea tree is such a good natural ingredient to fight blemishes and evens the skin tone. If you have acne prone skin, tea tree oil is one of the best things to use on your skin. It's something my sister-in-law actually uses when she waxes and threads my face. She'll go over with tea tree oil just to help treat the skin and prevent it from getting any infections. It's such a good way to heal your skin, especially when it's gone through something traumatic like a wax. Chamomile flowers are so good at protecting the skin from any irritants which cause free radicals on the skin, and like I said earlier, formation of free radicals on your skin cause aging. So something like this, just wiped all over your face, is going to really help prevent that. Cucumber extract is so good at reducing puffiness in your face. It helps to attract and maintain moisture in your skin, but at the same time firms your skin. It's so good. The combination of those three is so powerful and help to protect your skin, help plump it to keep it youthful, and to stop it from getting any infections. This is a banging toner. Next is the Softening Hydro Whip. This is an ultra hydrating lightweight solution that locks in moisture, nourishes and softens skin's texture. It's made with coconut milk and oil, rosehip seed oils, meadow foam and shea nut. When I first saw that this was like a whipped formula, I was like, whipped formulas aren't my favorite type of formula. I feel like they don't really absorb into the skin so well. Like I feel like because my skin is so dry that it almost feels like, you know, when you apply sunscreen that doesn't want to blend into your face. That's generally how I feel with whipped formulas, but this one I feel like is so different. It's a hydro whip, and that's the best way to describe it. It's like a hydrating whipped formula, so it's kind of like a cross between a whip and a moisturizer. So it's not thick as a moisturizer, but it's lightweight like a whipped formula. Does that make sense? I hope so, because it's actually really good. I have been using this for a couple of days and I've noticed that my skin has really maintained hydration, especially at night. Not only is the vitamin C in this going to help even your skin tone and reduce pigmentation, it's also going to plump up your fine lines. This contains rosehip seed oil, which is fantastic. Not only does it protect the skin, it evens the skin tone and reduces pigmentation. It plumps the skin up, makes it look more youthful. It repairs the skin's surface and helps protect against sun damage. What more could you want in one ingredient? That's just one ingredient. It's got a very slight hint of coconut. It's not overpowering. You know how like some coconut smells are just like and it like suffocates you? No, it's not like that. It's a very light coconutty smell. Coconut oil and milk is packed with vitamin E, which is so good to retain your skin's moisture and repair damaged skin cells. Nothing screams India more than coconuts. We use them everywhere. We use them in our food, in our skincare, our hair care. We use them in our prayers. We use all types of coconuts. We use desiccated coconuts in our sweets. We use flaked coconuts. We use coconut creams, coconut milks. We drink coconut. Find me an Indian who doesn't love coconuts, and I tell you, they're lying. It's also got shea nut, which has got so many healing properties, which relieve so many skin conditions, kind of like blemishes, irritation, eczema. Shea nut is a really, really good ingredient for that. Most of the times that I've used the hydro whip, it's been usually in the morning when I've had no makeup on, or like for the night time. I've not actually used it underneath makeup until today, and I feel like my skin is looking really good. Like it's not catching anywhere, it's not overly dehydrated anywhere. Like it's how I would expect my skin to look on a day-to-day basis, so it does work really well under makeup too. And the last one is the Eye Rejuvenating Elixir. This has got sweet almond oil in it, which is fantastic. I'll go into that in a bit. Rosewater, avocado oil and vitamin E. It's basically meant to help minimize the appearance of dark circles, stimulate collagen production. I love the fact that it's got sweet almond oil because I don't know many products that have almond oil in it, and it's got such good skin benefits for us. It's packed with vitamins A, which is retinol by the way, B and E. It's got loads of moisture properties. It prevents dehydration, which is something that I struggle with. It's also got omega-3 fatty acid, which basically help plump up your skin around there because it's such thin tissue. Especially like Indians, we not only suffer from the dark color around our eyes, but we also get hollows in there. We don't normally take care of these things when we're younger, and we should do because we want to plump up that area as much as possible. And something like almond oil in your eye routine is really, really going to help with that. Rosewater, we all know rosewater is really good for our skin. And there's also got avocado oil, which helps to moisturize deeply and enhance collagen production. This brand is so good. It's clean beauty, it's natural skincare, and it's inspired by Indian beauty secrets that have been passed down from generation to generation. Formulated to work on all skin types. It's free of mineral oil, sulfates, parabens, and synthetic fragrances. Now, I've only been using this brand for maybe like a week already, and like I said, I've used the exfoliator twice. I've been using the rest of the stuff every day, morning and night, and I feel like it's already made a difference on my skin. And I'm not just saying that because I love the brand. I genuinely feel like they've put put their heart and soul into creating something which is actually going to work for Indian girls. It's going to work for people of color. They've really put a lot of thought into the ingredients, into the packaging, into the values of the brand, and I feel like if you are Indian, then you're going to really feel like you can relate to this. If you're not Indian, then it can be a start to understanding what Indian beauty rituals are about. I'm 100% sure you're going to love anything you pick from this. I don't think there's any one thing that I like over the other thing, because they all are so good in their own right. Of course, together they make such a good combination. If you wanted to try one or the other, I would say see what you do already in your skincare routine, incorporate something that you're missing to see how you feel about the brand, or I would highly recommend them all, because I feel like I said, there's not just one thing that I love about this. So onto the exciting part. Like, that wasn't all exciting anyway, but Vrani have agreed to give away this entire collection to one of you guys. I will list all the details of the giveaway down below. All you have to do is be following me, give Vrani a follow, comment down below what excites you about the brand or something that you'd like to try, and tag a friend. You get a bonus entry for sharing this on your story. The second exciting thing is that you get 15% off any of the products that you want to try using the code VraniSimran15, and I will leave that here, and I will leave it in the comment section down below. I will leave a link to their Instagram, and I will leave a link to their website as well, so you can go and have a look at the brand, look at the products, and see what you kind of like. I'd recommend them all. The winner will be picked on the 20th of December. I'm really excited for you guys. I hope you take part, and good luck. I'm so excited about the future of this brand. I love everything that they're about. I love that it's Indian owned. I love that there's Indian women working for them. I love that they've brought our Indian culture to the forefront and mixed it to make it more modern and just bring it to a level where it can compete against products across the board in like Sephora or Space NK, and I hope you support them. Oh, one last thing which I freaking love about this is that they give 2% of their annual proceeds to Shanti Bhavan School. I don't know if you saw the docu-series on Netflix called Daughters of Destiny. One of my friends told me about it, and I was bawling my eyes when I was watching this. It's about a school that had been created to break the cycle of generational poverty, and the way that they do that is they enroll students who are in families that are so poor that when their children get to a certain age, they have to pull them out of school so that they can help earn money so that they can feed the family. I remember there was one family in particular which made me want to go and volunteer there, and then COVID happened, so I'll probably do it later, maybe next year or the year after when things settle down. This woman, I think she had like 2 or 3 daughters, and the oldest daughter had already been pulled out of school to work in the factory that she worked in, and because she'd been there so long, the chemicals and the products that she was trying to build had reacted with her hands so much that it caused her hands to deform, and she couldn't create enough to earn for her family. So she basically took her oldest daughter out of school and got her working in this factory so she could produce the amount of, I can't remember what they were making. I was crying when I was watching this, so I can't remember what they were making. I just remember they were working with their hands, and over time their hands became deformed, so they were unable to produce what they could produce when they first started working. And the second daughter had been enrolled into Shanti Bhavan, and she basically flourished. Not only was she taught like the essentials, maths, English, all these kind of things that she would need to go out into the world and get a great education, she was taught how to be in social situations, just built her confidence to a level. And some of the students have gone on to like study at universities and been able to bring their family out of this cycle of generational poverty. And it's just one of those things that we all have time to help these kind of people, and this is one way that you can help through actually Vrani, because they give 2% of their proceeds to this school, and I just think it's such a wonderful charity to support. I think I've waffled on too much now. But yeah, you kind of get my drift. I just feel like this is such a great brand, and I just hope you go and support them in their journey, and they work really, really hard, and you can see it in their products, so go give them some love. Even if you don't want to buy anything right now, just go and follow them on Instagram, follow their journey. I'm so sure in the future you're going to see them across the world. So yeah, that is it for today. Please don't forget to take part in the giveaway. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!